Hey guys, and welcome to Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
And I'm Sara Meadows, and today we're looking at the Oregon Trail game from Pressman.
I believe this is like the third attempt that we've seen at somebody trying to capture all the glory that is the Oregon Trail as a board game. This one may actually do it because it really does kind of recreate some of that awesomeness that we experienced as kids clicking in front of the computer.
Yeah, the Oregon Trail game is a 2 to 4 player game that has players playing as the pioneers moving out west, surviving all the calamities of the wilderness, and hopefully making it to Willamette Valley, Oregon, with some of their family members still alive.
It's from designer Daryl Andrews, and we got a copy from Pressman, so let's take a look.
To set up Oregon Trail, you will lay out the main board, resource tokens, the all-important hunting deck, the calamities deck, as well as extra oxen and wagon expansions.
Give each player their wagon board, family members, starting resources, and 2 exploration tiles. Then you're ready to begin.
As players venture out west from town, they will begin their turn by laying at least 1 tile from their hand. These tiles may reveal trails, rivers to ford, new towns and forts, as well as rough forests and rough winter terrain.
Players then draw a card from the Calamity deck. Not all of the events in this deck are calamitous, though. Some will grant you help along the way.
But of course, you have to watch out for snake bites, broken wagon wheels, and of course, finally, dysentery.
Players then have 3 actions they can take on their turn. They can move, buy and sell, and if they're in a forest, they can hunt.
Players use their pistol and possibly shotgun they've managed to purchase to take aim and prepare to shoot. A target is then pulled from the deck, and if they have successfully shot into the right range, they will collect the meat from their hunt.
At the end of each turn, players will feed their families or lose health.
As soon as a player makes it into Willamette Valley, the game will end, and then players will tally up the health of their family members, the money they have in their possession, and must pay for any funerals from family members along the way. And then the player with the most money wins.
So just like in that original 1985's video game experience, you've kind of got this analog heading straight through the terrain, trying to make it to the end, keep your family alive and healthy, and then be the first one to cross that horizon into Oregon and successfully reach your destination.
Yeah, I think they really did a great job of boiling down everything that we loved about the video game and turning it into a board game that's strategic and fun.
And there's a lot of different components into the game, like the tile placement part of the game is very cool. There's a lot of strategy especially in a 2-player game, it's really possible to kind of get separated on the paths that you're taking. And the fact that you can lay more than 1 tile on your turn is a great way to slow down your opponent, stick some wintry territory in front of him, and then put the little town tile right in front of you. So you can it's not really a take that thing, but there's some abilities that you have to kind of control your track and their track at the same time.
Yeah, we enjoyed the aspect of making sure that you have the resources that you need. If you fail to get a wagon extension or extra oxen, you really are limited on what you can hold in your wagon, especially if you still have all of your family members alive. You can only hold a few items. And so you have to be careful of making sure you have enough food, but still being able to have clothes or things for the winter. There's a lot of thinking through your turns and hoping that nothing calamitous shows up in that calamity deck each time.
Right, there's a whole aspect of the game to just surviving and making it through to the end of the game. Sometimes that may require you to actually go backwards on the trail, which is kind of cool. If you get bit by a snake or something, you can save that family member by going back to town or going up to town. So a lot of different movement options. You're kind of racing to the end. There are bonuses at the end, but just keeping your family members alive is a great way to get points. There are also other ways to get points in the game, like picking up hitchhikers along the way and different things. So balancing how quickly can I get to the end versus how much can I actually load myself up with point-wise is a great tension dynamic in the game.
The key to the game of winning is having the most money. So being able to pick up extra supplies and then maybe selling them later on down the road is a good way to gain extra cash. We didn't mention that there is a market card that gets flipped every turn, and so the prices in the store in the town is going to change every turn. So you don't know, like if I pick up some extra meat or some compasses or other things to use and I want to sell them, is it going to be the price that I need it to be to make money on it? There's all of those aspects that go into the game plan.
And then we have to talk about the hunting, because that's probably the best part of the whole video game. And in this game, it's a totally different experience than the video game, but it's still a really cool guessing kind of fun thing that happens where you will flip a card from the deck. Everybody else gets to see what you're shooting at, and then you fire a shot by placing that token on your board and hope to get lucky. There is like some weight, like some of the cards are in the deck more often than others, so being able to put your shotgun on that 2 and then hit the 2 and the 3, and then being able to place your pistol on the 4, like 3 weapons is enough to cover the range and do a good job hunting. And then just like in the game, a lot of times you end up bringing back more meat than you actually have room for in your wagon, and so you've got that like whole waste balance thing, and can I sell it or can we eat it? A lot of just really great reminiscent experience stuff on that end of the game as well.
Yeah, if this sounds like something that you're interested in, check out the Oregon Trail game from Pressman, and then be sure to subscribe to our other videos from Tangent House. From Pressman, and then be sure to subscribe to our other videos from Tantrum House. Every time.
Beam Shorbs tubes.
That has players playing as pioneers trying to move west while
moving west.
Yes, move west.